In this video, we teach you how to country swing. This will be your ultimate guide to country swing dancing. What's up, gang? Brian B.
And Miss Megan.
From Country Dance Online. This is your ultimate guide to how to country swing dance. So we are professional country dancers. I was honored with being elected to the Country Dance Hall of Fame back in 2017. Yes, that's a thing. And so what we're going to do in this video, we're going to demo everything we're going to teach, and then we're going to go through it piece by piece. And the goal of this is for you to know some of the basics, of course, and some cool stuff right here in this video. So let's show you some of the things we are going to go through. We're going to go through an outside turn. We're going to go through an inside turn. We're going to take this to a cuddle. We're going to take it back from a cuddle. We're going to go from an outside turn to a cuddle to a rollout, back to the cuddle with a little bit of a lean. So we want some fun stuff. We're going to pop back out. We're going to go over for the slide, and we're going to do what I call the quiet storm because there's going to be a storm coming up. So let's start with the very, very basic stuff for you guys to be able to dance this socially and comfortably. So our grip, leaders are going to go underneath with their hands. Followers are going to go over top. Our elbows are going to be roughly the same height so that these bones are lined up. Now, leaders, I don't want to put my whole hand in there because when I need to rotate later, it's going to be a little bit difficult. So I'm going to remove this to what I call a pistol grip. That's going to function better. And we're going to use that pistol grip, if you can see on the camera, on both sides. Cool beans? That's the basics. Number two, at no point do we want to completely dead straighten our arms because this leaves us no room in the connection. So my analogy is you don't want to bungee jump with a rope. You want to imagine that bungee jump, right? You want to bungee jump with a bungee cord, and our elbows are this. So grab two hands, and now we're just going to create a little bit of an away connection first. Now, try not to. There's some other videos online that will do this. Try not to lean away with your shoulders. This gets very heavy very fast. So almost sit away a little bit with your hips so that your hips and head stay upright at the same time. This is going to add a little bit of bounce to the connection. It's going to feel much more comfortable. Cool? So most of this dance is going to be done in this away connection. So from here, we're just going to do the basics. In place, rock, step, walk, walk. So this is all straight timing, single beat, one beat of music. So we're going to rock back together, rock, step, and then underneath ourselves, walk, walk, a rock, step, walk, walk, and rock, step, walk, walk. So it's all the same beat. If we gave it numbers, this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we add that to the connection, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But no one came here to be bored, and that's the boring stuff. So at this point, we have to start to move through a basic. So we're going to show you the basic all the way through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'll let us maneuver a little bit as a partnership. So what we're going to do, 1, 2, as we pass each other in what we call a little bit of a slot here, we're going to kind of open this up a little bit to share the space and switch to the other side. Then we're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here's the good news. It doesn't matter exactly how much we rotate, right? We could tell you this has to be a perfect half turn in the room. And it could be, but that's a little difficult. So wherever you land, no big deal. We're just trying to have some fun. So we're going to go rock, step, and now I'm going to slide past as Megan walks forward. So I have to be able to walk into my arms, right? I allow Megan to walk forward into my arms, and then as we turn around the follower, Megan's going to walk back, and I'm going to step pretty much underneath myself. So if I did it again, rock, step, I step sideways and underneath myself, and we can move around the room. Rock, step, walk, walk, rock, step. Cool, and notice we have this super comfortable, no one looks stressed. So far so good, awesome. I like to explain this. If you took a bunch of drunk people in a bar, not even a country bar, but just a bunch of drunk people in a bar, they would figure out two things. They would figure out an outside turn, and they would figure out an inside turn. If you've ever had a few too many drinks at a wedding, you know what I'm talking about. So the outside turn, let's just practice the hands first. I'm going to pop this hand up. I'm going to take my fingers, and I'm going to face them in the direction that Megan's going to go. I'm going to pop this up. No footwork yet. My fingers are faced the direction that she's going to go, and I'm just going to take this over her head with some baby steps, right? Nothing more than that. Cool? Flip that hand around again. Pop that up. Followers, or the ladies, go fingers to the sky, and we go over her head. So that's what has to happen with this hand as we do the outside turn. Cool? So practice that again. Just the hands up, baby steps, off we go. Now, with some footwork, it will look like this, and we'll break down exactly what happens. Rock, step, walk, walk. So let's talk leaders footwork first, real briefly, and then we'll talk followers. So leaders, as we do our rock, step, as I lead this hand up for walk, I want to walk to the other side of Megan before I do my next rock step. So let's do that again. We have our rock, step, the hand goes up, walk, and I'm paying attention to her with my body for my second walk. Cool? From the follower's perspective, and for you guys watching this, we are actually shooting this live during the lockdown due to the coronavirus here in, what are we in, March, in late March. So both of our microphones are taken up, one for Facebook Live, one for YouTube Live. Shout out to everyone. That's why Miss Megan doesn't have a mic today. So Miss Megan's gonna rock back for rock, step. She's gonna walk forward on the right foot and then back on the left into her next rock, step. So if she did it one more time from that side, she's gonna go back, rock, forward, back. And it's good to know that all of your outside turns are gonna have that footwork. So you wanna master that as the follower. So we have our connection. As the leader, as I allow this connection out, notice that's what leads Megan, right? I'm not pushing her. You can see that reaction in her. I'm just allowing that out with my bungee cord. So our outside turn, rock, step. During this process, I'm opening the hand over her head and rock, step. Cool? Let's do this 2 times in a row. Ready, and rock, step, walk, walk. Let's try it again from the good side. Ready, and rock, step, walk, walk. Another good rule of your basics of country dancing, really any dancing. When this hand goes up, never is the follower, almost never is the follower going under her own arm. I'm going to take my arm over her head. She travels under my arm. So if she leaves this here like a Barbie arm, the more times I turn this around her head, the more times she turns. That's going to be your key to turns. If you guys want some turn stuff, click the link below. We have a turn video that we'll send you via email. So you can check that out there. Or Megan will probably link it up in the corner when this video is done. So from here, rock, step, I take this up. Notice I've opened this space. Let's do a little ESPN 360 cam. There's some space here for Megan to travel under. Rock, step, walk, walk. So that is our outside turn. Now if you'll notice, this hand is now on top, right? And that's good news because that means that nothing went wrong in the turn. If it doesn't end up on top and I keep this grip, I'm gonna end up in a really ugly position. You will get people that do this, it's no good for any of us, feels funky, right? So I'm gonna let that hand turn, rock, step from the index side of her fingers, and it stays on the index side of her fingers. But from here, what this does is magic, and for no extra cost, we're gonna lead an inside turn from this, rock, step, walk, walk, and magically the hand fixes itself. So let's do the outside turn and freeze. Rock, step, walk, walk. Now the inside turn, this is the easy one, rock, step, over her head, right? So footwork wise for the leader, if we do the outside turn, rock, step, walk, walk. We've kind of generally switched spaces. It doesn't have to be exact, but generally. Now, Megan's gonna head back down this way. I'm gonna dance rock, step. I'm gonna go the other side, walk, walk. And my general idea when I land my right foot is I'm just facing her, right? So if we do the outside turn and the inside turn, rock, step, I face Miss Megan, rock, step, and I come back around. Cool? Followers footwork real quick. From the outside turn, so she rocks back, rock, step, she goes forward, back. Now this is natural. She's gonna rock back, and her energy is gonna take her to the left to dance back, back. So if she does it again, rock, step, she steps forward, back. The easy one is a rock, step, and a back, back. And if we do this together, it has a really good rhythm to it. Rock, step, walk, walk, rock, step, off we go. Rock, step, walk, walk, rock, step, off we go. And if I were to give you 2 fundamentals of basic country swing to how to dance country swing, the outside turn and inside turn. Everything's gonna be bolted onto that. So, second thing the people who've had a few extra Bud Lights at a wedding will figure out is if I do that combo with 2 hands, I'm gonna end up with what we call a hammerlock, right? So a hammerlock is just this position. I don't exactly know why it's called a hammerlock, do you? I don't either. But this is a hammerlock position. So if we keep two hands, let's practice that. We're going to pop this hand up. The left hand for me is still leading the turn. Megan keeps this in an L shape. I lead this over her head. My right hand is going to drop down, past her jeans, back up to her low back. That's the path. So we're going to practice this again, baby steps. Raise that hand, send the hand around, let this hand bottom out first, and land behind her back. What I don't want to do, leaders, or followers for that matter, is put that hand right there. It's a chicken wing. It's a submission hold. I'm a UFC fan, but that's not a good look dance-wise. So if I do my outside turn and keep both hands, rock, step, walk, walk, I end up in a hammerlock position, right? From here, same thing we just did before, rock, step, walk, walk. Now the only thing I need to do, footwork is still the same, but as the leader, I want to monitor where the follower is. So if I had a flashlight, doesn't matter where I am, I want my flashlight facing Miss Megan. And for that matter, she wants to face me. Cool, so if we did this from the other side, the outside turn, rock, step, walk, walk. If you can see, I'm facing Megan. Then we rock, step, and as we go through, I'm monitoring her with my body to land my feet. Rock, step, walk, walk, rock, step, walk, walk. Fair enough? Cool. What if we started with the two hands and we started with the inside turn? So the inside turn was this one, rock, step, where I pulled the hand between our heads. This is the easy one because I can kind of pull this one a little bit, right? So if I dance the inside turn, rock, step with two hands, I end up with a cuddle. And let's actually do it this way so you guys get a better look at it. So as I do my rock, step, I'm taking this hand over and I'm looking at my wristwatch, right? So if I start with two hands, rock, step, I want to begin to spin this hand around, which is why we don't want to take a full grip with all of our fingers because it becomes more difficult. See how that's kind of falling apart? So if I use that pistol grip, pew, pew, cowboy, don't make fun of me, don't make fun of me. If I use that, it will let my fingers rotate to help pull her in to this cuddle, or what they would call in country swing a cradle position, where she's cuddled in or cradled in. Cool? So inside turn being led with the left hand. The left hand is leading it, but she's sliding into the right. Second little tidbit, we talked about not dead straightening our arms ever. So if we leave this little bit of space, what it does is it creates a little space for Megan to roll into. Rock, step, walk, walk. And this kind of covers something that's a basic of partner dancing in general, was what we call in a closed hold. We always have a window. So as a partner dancer, I'm always dancing over this shoulder as my partner. If I'm dancing cha-cha, East Coast, two-step, whatever, the waltz, I'm over this shoulder. So if I kind of take that tact as I go through here, Megan is right there. So she turned back around and we had to do some two-step. She's in that same spot. Cool? Good fundamental for your basics of country dancing. Rock, step, walk, walk. Now to get her out of this, we're going to back rock her, rock, step, and she's going to do an outside turn to come out. Cool? Let's cover that real quick. One more time, then we'll do some basic footwork. Rock, step, walk, walk. From here, she rocks back. Rock, step, walk, walk. So for the leader, you're just going to walk in place. You're going to walk in place. Rock, step, she comes in. Now, as I rock back, I have to let my frame or my arms or my lead allow her to rock back. Rock, step, I raise my hand and take her back out, right? So leaders, we'll talk about that in a second. But for Megan, the footwork, she does her rock, step, walk, walk, rock, step, back, back. She's in the cuddle position. She rocks back, rock, step. She goes forward, then back for her basic outside turn. So one thing I have to do with the hand, rock, step, walk, walk. To make this comfortable, if you kind of cozy up to the camera, I am on, we're going to put you this way, Miss Megan, I'm on the pinky side of her hand. To let her come out, as I raise this hand, followers, basic rule, fingers to the sky. Leaders, I'm going to put my hand in that position so I can take it over her head. So as I get here, we go rock, step, walk, walk. As we're doing the rock, step, watch how I change my hand. Rock, step, bingo. I've changed my hand. That lets me effectively lead where? Around her head. The old joke is that she's an angel and I need to create a halo. Rock, step, walk, walk, rock, step, over her head, and off we go. Cool? So currently we have our basic, we're getting to the cool stuff, so hang tight with me. We have our basic, right? We have our outside turn, followed by our inside turn. If we keep two hands, we have a hammerlock, followed by a cuddle. But what else do we need? We need a roll out for the follower and a roll in and a dip, because I told you we were going to have some fun before you left and not just bore you with the basics. So let's have one cool fun move before we move on to maybe, I think we got time for one or two more before we let you loose. Cool? So if we're on this side and we dance into our cuddle, rock, step, walk, walk, right? Normally we rocked and we kind of created a stop here for the follower. What we want to do is allow her to keep going with that rhythm. Rock, step, walk, walk. Now from here, I'm going to turn with my frame. By my frame, I mean my bottom hand and my chest and body. I'm going to turn. It's going to let her continue to that path. Cool? So if we go here, rock, step, walk, walk, I'm going to use this frame to allow her to come out, walk, walk, rock, step, walk, walk to come in. So let's cover the leader's footwork real quick. And actually, let's do this behind, right? Let's do this behind. So we're going to do it in this orientation. I think it'll be easier for the leaders to learn. Rock, step, walk, 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 rock, step, walk, walk to the lean. So leaders, your footwork, and Megan's going to go along and do the followers. We'll cover the followers in just a sec. So leaders, we cuddle it up or cradle it up, walk, 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 walk. Cool? We're going to open her out for walk, walk. And I can just keep time underneath me. If I do it again, walk, walk, she's going to roll in, walk, walk. That puts me on my right foot. I'm going to lean. Go ahead, Megan, lean. I'm going to lean into my left foot and take her with me. I'm going to put her up, and I'm going to walk, walk to get out. So let's do it one more time for the leaders. This is the fun one, guys. Super fun. So we do our cuddle. Rock, step, walk, walk. We open up the frame. Walk, walk. We open up. We roll her in. I stop her on my right side so my left foot's free. That lets me take a good size step into the lean, back up, and walk, walk to come out. If you're a numbers person, let's give you numbers here real quick. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, a 3, 4, up, 5, 6, walk, 7, 8 into a rock step. So that keeps you on a basic rhythm. Let's talk Miss Megan's footwork. I'm going to narrate right here. So she's going to go into her cuddle for rock, step, walk, walk. Now I'm going to get out of the way too. I'm going to keep rotating her, so she's going to keep going walk, walk. She's going to open out with a rock step. She's going to roll in with 2 steps, walk, walk. At this point, I will lean for 2 beats, back up for 2 beats. And notice this, Miss Megan, take a step on your right foot. She cannot. Why? Because I've controlled her weight for 2 beats and 2 beats and left her on this foot. Now, we'll let go. I'm going to lead her out. Miss Megan's going to walk, 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 walk to get out. And what do we have left? Rock, step. We're back in our basic syncing up. Cool? One more time all the way through for your footwork, Miss Megan. Ready, and a rock, step, walk, walk. She turns out and rock, step, and walk, walk. She leans 2 beats, up 2 beats, walk, walk, and rock, step. So let's do it all together. This is a cradle. It's also known as a cuddle in different dance forms, a cradle to a lean. It's not the most basic country dance or country swing move, but it is a quite cool one that's also very common. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How'd that go? Here's the fun thing. We've given you a single step to each beat of music, which keeps you together as a partnership. There are definitely some more advanced, in all dance forms, some advanced timings and some things that we're going to quickly address one of those right before the end of the video to kind of see what's possible. But I want you to think about that clear timing. Second thing is when we're in something like a dip or a lean, it doesn't mean we have to stay there for those exact amount of beats, right? I could, as she rolls in, I could take this and I could take as much time or as much little time as I want, but functionally, if we understand all those steps, we're back on a step to keep going. Cool? So let's just address a a common place where we would not have that rock step in place and we would continue with something, and so it would look a little less basic. When we get to something, oh, this is actually a good basic, a slide. Let's do the slide. So the slide's super common, basic country swing move. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go this way so leaders can understand. So in a slide, footwork aside, this hand is going up and over my head and my hat. If I can make over my hat, you can make it over your head. This is gonna go over behind her head. So this is gonna happen, this hand followed by this hand, and then why is it called a slide? Guess why? We slide down. Killer. So one more time, hands. Again, I have to be close enough. Hand, hand, and slide down. Cool beans? With steps, and I'm gonna do this a little bit angled so you guys can see both of us. We go rock, step, walk, walk, rock, step. Now here's a good fundamental that you wanna kind of learn and understand. Anytime that the leader slides something off, gravity still works. This is gonna slide down. If I don't want that hand, we just don't link fingers and keep it. If I do want the hand, I just create a little curve in my fingers and we link in. So on the slide, rock, step, walk, walk, slide, click, and we click into that. And then from here we could lead something underneath. And we could do it again. Cool beans. Do we have any questions since we are live? I've got some resources for you guys at the end of this, but since we're live, let's take a couple questions, but stay to the end of the video if you're watching this on YouTube. What is the difference in country dance from West Coast swing? I think all dances are to some degree related to one another. We definitely, in the country world, definitely do some West Coast swing. Lots of differences. The difference probably just is how the dance, like for instance, we might dance waltz in country and two-step, and they're dynamically different, right? You know, two-step is turning and has a lot of things like this, right? Where waltz is very sweepy and that type of action. So they're just different rhythm structures. So there has to be a rhythm structure, quicks and slows underneath. Two-step is quick, quick, slow, slow. Waltz is 1, 2, 3. So it's one step per beat of music. But something like waltz, it's 3/4 time. There's only 3 beats. Whereas things like country swing or two-step have 4.
Can you name a current song to which one might do this dance?
Can you pop that out for me? Miss Emily's going to give us a current song, and we're going to link up in the description below a bunch of country dance songs. The good thing we found, you can do this slow, and you can also do this quite fast, right? So you can do it at a medium speed that's about this speed, right? But this can also be fast. Right? This can also be much faster. So the great thing is this fits. This is a great beginner dance. Because it fits a wide range of music. But we're going to link up some options in the descriptions below. Any other questions? Any other questions? Awesome. If you got so far to this video and you guys want more, we run a couple of different websites for different dance styles. And the one related to country dance is called Country Dance Online. So you can go there, enter your email address. From there, you'll get a free membership with, at this point, there's over 30 free videos. There's also a paid section. We have, at the time of this video, over 500 videos. We'll have 600 here in a couple of weeks. But where you can go with country swing, there are moves like the hip spin, where we can do a little hip spin that comes out. We can also do a hip spin with a syncopation and teach you all sorts of stuff. There's also things like dips and things. You can learn all of that stuff on the site Country Dance Online. In your email address, you'll also be on our Move of the Week Club, where we send out awesome videos 2 times a month to country dancers and all kinds of dancers all year long, all over the world. Any other questions? Awesome, gang. Always check the description below and the link in the corner. We put lots of cool resources. We'll link up those songs for you guys. And thank you, Miss Megan. We'll see you on a dance floor. If you're watching this live, this is March 24th as we're doing this. We are running a giveaway. So we're locked down for coronavirus. We want to help as many dancers and dance teachers as we can. So we're doing a giveaway until the 31st. We are giving away $500 for private lessons to a dance teacher of your choice. So if you enter the contest, we'll put the link in the description below. Enter the contest. We will draw a winner on April 1st. 31st. Well, whatever, April 31st, March 1st, whatever it is, March 31st, the end of the month. We're going to draw a winner April 1st, and one winner will receive $500 for dance lessons with a teacher of their choice. So you have a dance teacher, you tell me I want to take a lesson from Ben Howard in Louisville, Kentucky. We'll write Ben Howard a $500 check, and you can take lessons with him as soon as we're out of lockdown. You will also get a 1-year subscription to our website, either Country Dance Online or West Coast Swing Online, where you can get hundreds, like 500-600 videos, instructional videos. Cool? Thanks, gang. We will see you on a dance floor again soon.